Hello. Good morning or evening or afternoon or night. It's me. Hello, I Vinyl. I'm awake and my cat has food and I have coffee and I'm ready to slay the princess. Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is I set my alarm in time to get out of bed and start streaming time, but then the problem is that waking up doesn't necessarily equate to getting out of bed. So sometimes you just have to be in bed for a little bit. Also, I have coffee. Yummy. Yeah, bed. See, the problem is one of those types of robots. Yeah, the problem is that bed is just so comfy. And that's partly my fault, because I've made my bed very nice and it's extra comfy. I think if I was gonna invent something, like as an inventor, and make a bunch of money and patent it and stuff, I'd make a mattress that hooked up to an alarm clock, right? Ooh, scary. I'd make a mattress that hooked up to an alarm clock, and when the alarm went off, it would harden the mattress and make it uncomfortable. I think that would be so useful. So your bed is super comfy, but then I need to get out of bed at this time. Boop! Bed isn't comfy anymore. That would be so good. Dynamic mattress, yeah!
You're on a path
That would
in
be
the
popular.
woods.
Anyways,
At the end of that path,
it's time to gather
is a
princesses.
cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I think what I want to do for this run is just follow the narrators. The slaying never stops. Oh my god. Not when you're No.A. It's simply impossible to stop slaying when you're me. I think what I want to do for this run is do exactly what the narrator says and just RTA it. Yeah, like, just don't talk to her at all, don't say anything, just walk in, knife, and see what happens.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
No.A if he was a good killer. Yeah, I'm really role-playing here.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie. She will cheat. We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's...
Hello.
The interior of the cabin is... The blade is your imp...
Yeah, I need
You
that.
take the blade from the table.
Let's go.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly
Oh my god, it's
illuminated
No.A.
by
Hi,
an
bun.
unseen light in the room below.
We're doing a speed run of
This is
slaying
an
the princess.
oppressive place. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool you. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy
girly.
chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
You can't speedrun romance? What? No, but... So, we have to... So, what's going on here is that there's this eldritch being made out of hands, and it's splitting little fragments of itself off and sending them to these worlds as the princess, and it wants her to turn into all different sorts of people before it makes the fragment join back with itself to complete its being. And so we gotta do all the different routes. I just want the eldritch beast, yeah! And so we have to complete all the different routes so that the beast can be complete. Complete Eldritch GF, yeah! Yep.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only
I
weapon
do
you
think
have,
they should have given me
you'll
a
have to
spear.
get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late.
Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way.
A fire
and look down
bomb.
to see your blade
That's pretty
already
brutal, but
sinking
yeah,
deep
it would
into
work.
her heart.
Oh, this is it, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm really
almost
good at this.
embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
Yeah. If you don't make it obvious what's going on, she gets caught off guard.
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Oh no, I have to say something. I was hoping I could go through this whole route without saying anything. Yeah, of course it is. She's dead.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs.
Oh, this is...
closing the door to the basement behind you.
This is kind of... I think this is the first run, like the first loop I've finished where I'm not dead. Speaking to the voices in your head, run failed. Exactly.
Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find.
The world just ends anyways.
Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
So, one thing I'm interested in finding out is what the deal with the narrator is. Because out of everybody, at least after the first loop, the narrator seems to be the one with the least information. And these worlds seem almost like these really small little self-contained worlds that Eldritch Beast GF has created. So I don't like, what's the deal with narrator? Why are you in them always?
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here.
Oh.
This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
So is your world actually saved this time? That might be the first time that's happened. That's bullshit. Let me out of here. I was kind of hoping I'd get a better ending for saving the world.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past.
Oh.
No. This is the
I
beginning
see.
of eternity. Your reward. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Narrator, this isn't any good. We don't even have video games. Does this cabin have internet? I bet it doesn't.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur.
What
You've
if the
never
princess
been
is
happier.
your world, but you just ended it? Oh my god.
Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Yeah, you were my world type of thing. Yeah, exactly. No, we are not going to stay here forever. We don't have internet connection. We can't look at cat pictures.
I do, but you're probably not going to like it.
Yeah, we have to kill ourselves.
The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero.
Yeah, you know.
He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end.
You can't have internet and a princess. Like, that's too much. But I don't have a princess. You're telling me I did all that work and I slew a princess and I don't even get a sick internet plan for it? Come on. They should be wiring me up with the optic fable cable, the optic fable cable, blah, blah, blah. See, this is how you can tell that No.A just woke up.
Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade
The optic
and
fable
use it.
cabling, yeah, exactly, that stuff. It's what they use in fairy tales to get internet.
Don't you dare. Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate?
Listen, narrator, Tekken 8 is coming out soon, and if I can't play it, we're gonna have words.
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
Oh, is she gonna be all, like, decayed and nasty?
The princess's
Oh,
body
okay,
is
she's a
dust and
skelly.
bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
Okay, that was
The
easy.
end. Nice knowing you.
He's so mad. Chapter 2.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a
I wonder
cabin.
what the princess is like after
And in the
this,
basement
because we
of that
barely
cabin
interacted with her.
Is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you
We did it,
don't,
we're so
it
free.
will be
Hell
the end
yeah.
of the world.
Oh, you bastard, you're in for it now.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time.
Yeah, it's like the narrator knows a lot. It seems like the narrator knows a lot about how the world they're in works, but not about the existence of other ones, which is interesting. Because we don't know very much at all about how each individual world works, but we know that there's a shitload of them.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again.
Ooh, voice of the cold.
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Also, our little hero voices are coming with us too, but I think our hero voices Starts punching the voices in MC's head. I think our hero voices are, I think they're like Disco Elysium voices. They're just our crazy little head voices. I don't think they're people like the narrator. All right, let's go.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. She won't be a problem. The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating
It's
the
nasty
air.
in here.
Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
Yeah, he's some guy just hanging out with me in my head rent-free. He's probably some fucking wizard or something. They're always doing shit like that.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
I don't think I need the knife. Let's see what happens if I don't take it.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain.
Interesting.
Okay. She's definitely dead. It's just like I told you.
She's gonna get up,
Before
isn't
you have a
she?
chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor.
Oh,
Two
go!
deep-set
Oh,
eyes
she's
stare up
cute.
at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin.
She's a little ghosty.
And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here? Ghost!
He's scared of ghosts. Best girl. She's pretty cute.
Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do
Hi,
to us?
Theses. You see the ghost girl?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your
She's
skin.
nice. I will let her possess me. I feel like if more ghosts just looked cool and attractive instead of being like really scary monsters, they'd have a way easier time. People would just be like, oh my god, queen, you can possess me, slay. ASMR. Hi, Deanne. She's a ghost princess.
So she has a body, and she's right there. We could probably grab her and kill her again, if we wanted to. We don't even need a blade. She looks fragile enough to me.
Hi, Marcel. Corpse waifu now. Yeah. Let's wait and see how things play out.
I see you don't have that annoying knife anymore.
I didn't feel like I needed it because you were dead. Need that holy water, yeah. You can be inside me as much as you want, girl.
So, does that mean you regret what you've done? Are you here to apologize and make nice? Beg for absolution, maybe? Because I might be interested in seeing a little begging.
Damn, she's kind of girl boss. Do you want me to die? Do you want me to... This is such a Harry Dubois line. Do you want me to die? Do you want me to kill myself to satisfy some sort of sick revenge fantasy? Because I already did that, and it wouldn't be hard to do it again. I like her. I think she's better than the hot demon. I think... So far, the hot demon might still be my favorite, but this one's pretty cool. Let's see. Oh my god, there's so many options in this game. Let's see. See, this is exactly what I was trying to tell you in the woods. This has already happened. We already killed her. Then you'd be her ghost BF. Oh my god, you're right.
Yes, obviously things are strange right now. I think it's safe to say that you've seen something you shouldn't have seen. Whatever worlds you've hopped between, whatever versions of me you've met, none of that matters now. There's no changing what's already happened. But you have a job to finish.
I bet she has Wi-Fi. I think all ghosts can use the internet by default.
Finish how? We already did what you told us. And now she's a ghost. There's a perfectly pristine blade waiting for you upstairs. You could always use it to, I don't know, slay her. And then what? And then you'll have saved the world.
I searched slay the princess hot demon, and is it just her with horns and broader shoulders? Yeah, pretty much, but she also, is like a fight girl, and she wants to fight you forever. It's cool. And then you'll have saved the world. Expected something more freaky. Yeah. It's the freaky part is when you keep ripping each other apart forever and regenerating.
I think he's asking about what happens after we save the world. If that's even still an option. What do you mean, after? You already know what we mean, don't you? So why don't you go ahead and tell us? Are you going to try and lock us away in a timeless void again? Because I didn't much care for that.
Okay, I know I keep talking about Disco Elysium, but I just realized why Voice of the Cold sounds familiar to me, and it's because it sounds like a really calm version of the... what was it, the limbic system in Elysium? It's got the kind of nasally tone a little bit.
I'm not going to lock you anywhere. What an interesting choice of emphasis.
Yeah, it's like if the limbic system was apathetic instead of psychotic. People who wanted you dead tricked me, and the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Let's team up, bestie.
Nobody tricked you. I'm sure that other me gave you wholly accurate information that you wisely chose to act on.
This voice reminding me of Riz.
The fact that you apparently botched the landing isn't on the me you're talking to, nor is it on any other version of me that you've encountered. You're using a lot of words to say a lot of nothing.
The enemy of my enemy.
The princess circles you again, her icy fingertips trailing up your spine,
Yay,
sending shivers
besties.
rippling across your flesh.
I don't want enemies. I don't want
Oh,
to fight.
she's sad.
I just want to go home.
I don't think you have a home, unless you mean the hand demon, and I think that's on its
Is
way.
that really so much to ask?
And just where is home, I wonder?
I don't know where home is. I just know it isn't here. But I can feel it calling to me from
Oh my god.
someplace far away.
What if I'm your home? Tee.
Wherever I'm supposed to be, it's out there.
How specific. And how convenient for her. You see what she's doing, right? She's suggesting that the only way you can rid yourself of her would be to let her out, which, in case you haven't been listening, will spell the end of the entire world.
Homie, I don't think anything's keeping her here. I mean, she has a chain on her arm. It's not connected to anything. She's a ghost. Me. If you can go through walls, can't you just leave on your own? Yeah, this is what I'm seeing. I can be a house baby girl. Exactly. Our characters getting bigger as we complete routes. I'm like at least like a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom at this point, baby girl. You know what I'm saying?
I wish that's how it worked, but this place won't let me go. I've tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
I like the... It's not exactly reverb, the effect they do on the ghost voice. It's almost the opposite of reverb, because it's the quieter, whispered tracks starting before the more normal voice sometimes. It sounds cool.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could probably walk out right now and everything would be fine. Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things. It'd be dull anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
Why do you care, voice of the cold? I thought you were supposed to be an apathetic nihilist, but you sure have a lot of opinions, don't you?
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me
Possession!
hitch a ride.
Possession!
After all, you own me.
Oh, scary.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place.
Yay!
And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her.
Possess us, queen. Trail's voice of the cold steel. Reen Cold Steel would never say these things.
Would she be able to
He'd
see
give her a hug.
us if we went along with it? Now isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, could she talk to the narrator?
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
Sounds great. This voice of the cold doing things to me right now. Yeah, he's got kind of a way of speaking. It's interesting. It's almost like a very, very, very slight lisp.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
Oh, are you hungry? I think I've got some snacks in there.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
Ooh, scary face.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
Ooh, uh-oh.
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple
Oh, this is
across your
unpleasant.
body.
I thought we were just gonna hang out.
You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Hey girl, I know it's not polite to say things about someone's weight, but you are really heavy. I was wondering why I find the ghost princess prettier than the usual her. I think it's the lack of eyelashes. I think I like how her little skelly mouth does like the little smile. I just made a sound effect to try and describe what I was talking about, but I think you get it, right? Like the little
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your...
Oh,
events?
yes! She can hear the narrator! This is what I wanted! She looks like this in ghost form to me, the PN face. I feel like she looks more PN as the princess. Or... So, interestingly, when we start the loop for the first time, we've met two different ones, because there's kind of the more aggro one, and then there's the more PN one. And I don't know what determines that.
So, it doesn't work like that for you?
I'm really glad she can hear the narrator now, though. That's interesting.
Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor. Are they also supposed to be you?
Ooh, you can hear my little voices? Do you not talk to shards of your personality in your head?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass.
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
I'm a voice? I'm me is what I am. Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too. I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
No, they don't. You know how I just kind of stood there in front of you with a blank expression on my face a lot of the time? Yeah, that was just me arguing with the voices in my head.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
Don't flirt with the narrator. That's not how this is supposed to go.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with
Oops.
all of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting
Oh,
to make
yeah,
things
thank
right.
you. I think I like the voice of the ghost girl the most. She's kind of like a little bit detached, but generally cheerful. It's nice.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
But what if I do leave the basement, though?
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
Well, it is, but...
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do. Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world?
Well, her home's in the hands, so...
It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever
Exactly.
her home is, it's outside of the world.
Voice of the Cold, you're kind of a little weirdo, but you're pretty smart.
Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world. I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn? Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices,
the knife's there.
your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door.
Narrator, you gonna play any tricks with that knife, buddy?
For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
Baby, 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 baby.
Maybe the
Oh,
bossy one
yeah.
doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes
No!
me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe
Stop.
he's trying to make amends too.
Not at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you, and I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able. It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate. And whine. This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can
Ghost
make that
GF
happen.
being stolen from me by the Tsun narrator. Maybe I should just grab that knife right now. We are not going to take that knife. That's a bad idea. Let's go forwards.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
We're so close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we get out of here, I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
Oh, wow.
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle, but you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will.
Ghost Princess can fix him. I don't want her to fix him. I want her to fix me. Don't let him cook. Let me eat.
Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
Open.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open. Collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see... yes?
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
Yay, we got rid of him. Woo, we win. No more narrator in the way. Cleans off my hands. Looks like we made it.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose. But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world?
No more love triangle unless the individual voices in my head start making things complicated.
We're still here. Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
Hey, girly. I got an achievement. Hitchhiker. Pick up a passenger and take her to her destination.
You actually freed me, didn't you? I'm outside. Thanks for giving me a second chance, Philip.
Don't mention
I think this is where I'm meant to be.
Yeah, you're gonna go be with the hands. My actual GF. Sorry, you're very nice, but... Yeah, there they are. You don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns. Yeah, she does have a pretty face in a weird way. It's nice. I think it's like the extra circles on the eyes are good too.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Bye, best girl. No, she's going to be part of best girl.
And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
It's gonna be okay, just trust me. We've been here before and you always get scared.
It feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. You don't need to comfort him.
See you on the other side. It's gonna be okay. But I want her leg.
Okay. If you say so.
But she's part of Best
We'll
Girl
trust you.
now.
Whatever makes you happy.
How am I looking? Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Ooh, I'm getting sloppy. You've withered? Oh, maybe Voice of the Cold isn't good for me. Maybe they're a little toxic for me. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Oh, I just had a thought. I just had a thought. Okay, so last time we looked in the mirror, I talked about my theory that, like the Eldritch Lady, we were also gathering up different personality facets and adding them to ourselves to complete ourselves. But what if it's actually the opposite and we are actively giving up our personality facets and then she's taking them? And it's, you know, equivalent exchange. You can't create something out of nothing. And so we're getting all nasty. So we're fixing her, yeah, but we're using, like, the bits of ourselves. We're taking them out to do it. Maybe. Theories. I like theorizing. You are at the cabin. Hey, girly.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
The other interesting thing is, at first I thought it's kind of silly that she has an X scar on her heart, because we only stabbed her once. But I wonder if the second one is supposed to represent our stabby stab, you know? You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. Doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse? Yeah, I'm gonna say that. Yeah, the other possibility is that it's just an X slice because it looks cooler that way, which isn't also entirely possible, and I'm just reading too much into it.
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse. nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
No. If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me. Not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
I like asking this one. What do you think of this vessel?
This one is vaporous. She is a dream for a life she could never have. But that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for an understanding heart.
Aw, Ghost Girl is so nice.
Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
Have you figured out what you'll want to do when we're done?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
Me. Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind? I assume they just get zooped.
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Alright, I'm gonna say this one because it's funny. You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitude.
Okay, fine. Yeah, she took that pretty well.
I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
Okay, I'm ready to go. The streets be bussin'. Hell yeah.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of
I'm
the
not sure what I'm
world.
gonna do this time. Let's just figure it out. Me. We. Oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do.
It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short. A warning. She will lie. We're not going to
She
go
will
through.
lie, she
Ignore
will
him.
cheat, she will do anything, da. Cabin.
The interior of the cabin is all the blade.
Do I take the blade? Yeah, let's take it.
You take the blade from the... The door to the basement creaks. Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool you.
Hi!
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's so... Focus on the task at hand.
I'm not sure what I'm aiming for this time. I think we're gonna just meander, because the interesting thing... So when I was talking to Eldritch GF before, she said, I believe, that I can't take paths I've already taken. So I think even if I just meander, I think I should be okay. But we'll find out
And
if that's
there
wrong.
You are. Are you here to kill me or something?
I think I might go towards the one. I think there's an option where you're like, hey, I don't know if you're going to be a threat to the world, so I'm just going to, like, hang out here with you. No Ghost GF ever again. We do get Ghost GF again because she's part of our Eldritch GF now. She's in there. She's not gone. No.
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her.
Yeah, I'll drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your...
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the
There's-
princess face to face.
I feel like there's a decent chance she just punches us to death here, too.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, she's more PN. Me. Hey, what's your name?
she hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your
Oh,
Royal
yeah, I don't like
Highness.
that answer.
Or
That's
Her
what made me
Majesty.
kill you the first
Any
time.
honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
People out there said you're gonna end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
No, and if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust them.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart. Hopefully sooner.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free. Fine. What do you want to know?
How long have you been down
Too
here?
long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out
She's
of her.
like PN but evil, yeah. Because there's the other version of her that's just actually PN, but this one's PN but like sinister PN. How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. Well, we can always put...
Her sharp eyes set. She isn't suggest she is.
Okay.
Oh, have you just...
You know.
I'm gonna keep you locked away down here at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Why is there no option to just leave? I think there has been in some routes, but there sure isn't right here. To just be like, you know what? I'm gonna peace out. I think I can earlier, but not at this point.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Oh, she doesn't like that.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way
She's
out.
totally gonna kill us, right?
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Yo, slay the princess. Hi, Kuroshi. I made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here.
Oh, no, I know it's a bad choice, but I want to see what happens.
It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work if we just stay here.
Putting her on a
No
timeout,
one
yeah.
has to die.
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the princess.
Oh, she's gonna
and
kill the
make
shit
your
out of
way to
us.
The stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here.
I mean, she'd shoot her arm off in
Do you
another
hear the
route.
conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
Oh, that's a relief. I was afraid I'd already committed to not slaying her. No, we're sticking to the plan.
You'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
Oh, she is getting out of there and killing the shit out of us.
Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there.
Oh.
Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold you very long anyways. And it's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door.
Oh,
do your
she
best
chewed her
to
arm
shake
off,
her
didn't
out of
she?
your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
Tonight? You're mad because I left you down there for one night? Give me a break.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Ignore her and go to sleep.
Just ignore her. Maybe the banging and wailing will stop if you just don't pay attention to it.
Yeah, this is what kids these days do when you say no Xbox for a night.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken,
This route's
and
kind
the
of
table
scary.
shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
Wait, is she a ghost again? Ghost GF Part 2?
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor.
Yeah,
of
she's
the
like a
cabin,
vengeful spirit.
unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change.
Okay, it actually does though, because you made me do stuff before. So, what is the truth, narrator?
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer,
Ah!
one silent foot
I don't
forward
like
at a
this
time,
ghost.
cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest.
Gills confirmed.
You have
Yeah,
seconds
maybe.
left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know
Wait,
this
am
is
I
the
muted?
end,
Hello?
don't we?
Can you not hear me? Oh, never mind. Okay, good.
It can't be.
I had
This
donut
can't
in my
actually
mouth,
be
so
how
maybe that's
everything
why.
ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, but that's probably
You're
I
on
was
a path
munching
in the
donut.
woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Man, I feel like this princess is gonna be pretty spooky.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end.
Okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Shh. What if he hears us?
Voice of the paranoid. Let's go. Give us donut, please, even though my tummy hurts. Oh no, hurty tummy. It must have been the premium ramen. Here, I give donut to chat. There, you guys ate it. I also ate it.
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all.
DC says get well soon, too. Don't you? Say hi. There you go. Okay, let's go to the cabin and see how horrible it is.
Warning. Before you go, she will lie,
she will cheat.
I don't think lying and cheating is a thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away. It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Theses is happy because it's getting warmer again and all the snow is melting. Yeah. Even though you don't really go outside, you still like it when it's warm. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway.
Paranoid voice is valid in being paranoid this time? Absolutely. I'm paranoid this time. I feel like she's gonna be horrible. There's a big-ass door. I think you're right. It does look bigger. I almost feel like taking the knife here is a trap. Like, if we take the knife, she's just gonna murder us instantly.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I think we don't take it.
Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time. It's just an empty frame.
What if hot, though? Maybe. She was kind of scary last time we saw her, though. I don't...
She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us?
She's just trying to goad you to pick it up, like you'll be needing it. That's kind of what I think. I also feel like it's a trap that's like... if we pick it up, she says, oh, so you are here to stab me with a knife, huh? And then she's like, and then she gets us.
I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done.
I'm gonna not take it.
Deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
I don't even need it.
We should have taken the knife again. I don't think she's going to take an olive branch. We need something sharper.
Listen, unless they gave us a gun, I'm not gonna take it.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness.
It's a little spooky.
More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
I don't know if I want this one to go into the Eldritch GF.
Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
We don't need a plan. I'm just gonna kill her. Mr. Narrator seems to think I can do it. I don't know why you're all being such pessimists right now. I'm gonna try to talk to her.
Didn't you hear my warning a minute ago? She can't be trusted. Talking won't do you any good. Something tells me she isn't going to be very keen on talking anyway. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge,
Oh my
you find
God.
yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right.
She renovated. Yeah, she did. It's crazy how directly murdering her ends up in way friendlier versions of herself than just locking her in the basement for a night.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement.
She's less pissed about being shanked in the heart, it seems. Yeah, I guess maybe it's because if she understands that when she dies, she just goes to a new world, then dying is way less than being locked up. Maybe that's it.
We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and
She
start
likes it when you do your job, which makes her so real. Yeah. She doesn't like it when you try to be a centrist about it, when you try to be, oh, you know, this is bad and this is also bad. Maybe we'll just take the middle road. You know, maybe we'll just see things from all sides. And she's like, nah. What if I murdered you to death, though?
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Go back the way you came. Let's go right.
You turn to the right. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are.
Oh.
I told you I was going to find you.
You look bad, girl.
As the princess approaches,
Oh, never mind.
your legs suddenly go
You're
numb.
kind of cool. You're like a creepy doll.
Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
No little knife this time. It's almost like you want me to get you.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching
I don't
halt.
like this Ghost GF, and yeah, me neither. We got the good Ghost GF, and now we got the bad Ghost GF.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
At least
Lungs,
whenever we're about to be tortured, we just get so scared that our entire body stops working.
liver. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as
Oh,
your
never
eyes
mind.
shoot back open. Liver, nerves, heart, lungs. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want...
No, I don't
Experience
want it to
stops
function.
once more as your body reapproaches death.
I think let's just die.
Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
Lungs,
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
she isn't attacking us. Heart, Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. And how are we supposed to do that? We don't have a weapon. The way out of here is nowhere to be seen.
They're adrenaline.
That
Yeah.
isn't my fault. It doesn't matter whose fault it is because fighting her isn't an option right now. Then you should get looking, shouldn't you? Nerves, heart,
Me.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organs shutting down situation?
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
Uh,
heart,
yeah, the flickering's cool. Why won't you finish me off?
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to.
nerves,
Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
liver, nerves, heart. The princess leans forward, bringing her masked lips close to your ear.
If I want to see you gone, all I need to do is break your concentration.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck. It feels like static. And then... Hey, snap out of it. Okay, deep breath. Deep breath, we're fine. Heart, lungs, you're back.
One moment, and then you're gone.
Liver,
Just
nerves,
like
lungs,
that.
liver,
Ah,
nerves, heart,
and there's the fear.
It was a little spooky.
pulls away.
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it? I've already done that.
Yeah, you already did that.
Nerves, heart,
Me.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
We don't have to be enemies, we can work together.
Would you look at that? You're suggesting exactly what I want. Somebody's ahead of the curve.
Nerves,
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then, well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too. I don't think I can move without you. And dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
Heart,
lungs,
If you need me alive, and why'd you threaten me on the stairs? Why didn't you try being nice to me?
heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs.
Guys, is this a toxic relationship? Yeah, it's certainly not it's not a vitamins relationship. It's not good for you. It's not going to improve your day-to-day health.
Heart, lungs, liver,
I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you? And you died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me. You seem miserable.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organs shutting down thing?
I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs.
You seem kinda crazy.
Like I said, I am what I am. And right now, I'm in control. So, you might want to be a little nicer to me.
She raises one long gloved finger, its tips hovering just over your skin, seeming to enjoy the lingering threat. But she withdraws, sparing you another momentary glimpse of death.
The design of the cracked mask over, like, some kind of gross, scary face is pretty cool. But then it's also, like, not a mask because her mouth is on it, which is weird. What if I just kill you instead?
Oh, that's adorable. You don't have anything that can hurt me. So do your worst.
Does that mean you can't die?
The princess cocks her head, neck cracking uncomfortably. And you can't help but imagine a smile carve its way from ear to ear on the other side of her mask.
Of course I can die. I'm dying all the time, and so are you. But we're both still here, and you can't make me go away.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
She's like a gymnast. Yeah.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
I kind of want to do this and see what happens. I'm not doing any of this. I'm not helping you leave, and I'm not going to try and kill you, so do your worst. I just kind of want to see what happens.
You poor deluded thing. Do you think a single moment of bravery changes you into something you're not? I am what I am, and you're always going to be a coward.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down.
Wah!
You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you.
Oh, that was cool. That was worth it.
Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken. No.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady career. Recognition from your peers. Here one moment. Gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
Let me out.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
This is such a cool ending. It's scary, but it's cool. I like it.
Let me out.
The pain of being immortal, but being immortal in a time loop.
No. What's happening to us?
Let me out.
This is all too much. I can't keep going.
You can't keep going? Well, what are you talking about?
But he doesn't respond.
Oops, I think I broke you. I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Your body is dead, but you live on. For real, the budget went into this girl. Yeah, that was great. That was such a cool scene. Ooh! Whoa! Eternity! The moment of clarity.
You're on a path in the... Shit. What the hell was that? Who are we? What are we doing?
There was a princess, I think.
Ooh, voice of the
It's all so
broken.
fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember.
You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been here a couple times, bud. I've been here somewhere between 4 and infinity times.
I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never
Yeah,
met.
I've got 3 voices now.
We have to let her out.
No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have
Walking.
to slay her. Slay? We decided not to do that, didn't we? Yeah, we're supposed to let her out.
Oh, we have a
It's really the only
lot
way
of
this works out
voices.
for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of
I want my
anything.
bestie electrochemistry voice. We probably have a voice for every loop we've been on, which is thousands, apparently, so...
No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever. I think.
We're supposed to be unfeeling. How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart?
We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere. There's nothing for us
have
to
so
do.
many.
We've already tried everything.
We love her, so we have to set her free. Can we love something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us?
To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than
This
any
does feel
other
like an
love.
ending, doesn't it, huh?
Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us. This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
A few. That's a good question. How many times have you all been here? The smitten one is so fun. Yeah, I like him too. He's funny.
Many, 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 many times. It feels like we've been here forever. It also feels like we've barely been here at all.
It doesn't matter. Yes, we just have to do what she says and then everything will be fine. It won't. It will be for us. She said so. You're part of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you. There's no difference between fine and not fine. It just goes on and on.
That doesn't make sense. I only remember being here twice before this, and some of you don't seem to remember being here at all. Was I here those other times? Did someone else make the decisions?
What does here even mean if you really think about it? Shut up. You were here. Every single time. You did your best, really. There's just a pecking order. And our cruel and beautiful goddess sits atop it, right where she's always belonged.
You're lucky. What I would give to be able to forget. I've tried to keep them numb, but they're all too soft. A shame, really.
We're really just full-on Disco Elysiuming now. Me. I think they're all wrong.
Of course we're wrong. She's the only thing that's right.
Yes, obviously they're all wrong. What are you going to do about it?
If I didn't remember what I did, then it couldn't have been me that did it.
Don't think about that too hard. All it will do is weaken your resolve and make it that much harder for you to slay her.
Maybe you're shattered in your own way. Are you your memories? Or are you the one perceiving the present moment?
Ugh, here you go philosophizing again. It never goes anywhere.
Yes, this is far from the first time you've asked us about consciousness. Who am I? What am I? What is I? Who even cares? They're good questions, great questions even, but they don't have any answers, and they all just end in quivering torment. It doesn't matter what we do, because we always find her, and if we don't find her, she always finds us.
I think we need to slay her so we can end it.
And then she smashes us into smaller pieces. If you all just stopped feeling, we could have been done with this ages ago.
Your thoughts are far too scattered to rein back in. Your only option is to silence them.
Me.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you do make it to the cabin.
Oh, the mirror's there.
Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill. No, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there.
Don't ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it.
He always lies. And he always makes it gone.
What if he doesn't this time, though?
Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that as well as I do. She's still here, buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose.
I wonder if you continue to this ending regardless of the order you do the other ones in. You know what I mean? It seems like that would be the case, right? Like once you've done 3 or 4 or something, you go to here. Kind of feel like that's how it is. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And what's wrong with giving them space? What if it helps them? What if they need to be heard?
They've been heard too much. It's why they are the way they are.
Unless the evil spirit ghost was super special or something. Yeah, I could definitely see, like, when she takes off her mask, that just being a she killed you moment, and then you do the loop again.
Exactly. They are delusions, and all that
But it
catering
was a
to them
cool
will do
animation,
is
and it
drag you
led
down to their
nicely into
level.
the rest
You
of
have
it,
to
so
keep
who
moving.
knows? Well, some people know, but I don't know, and you guys don't know, so... Me.
Or you could just give up.
Voice of the hero, that's not very heroic. Are you the voice of the hero, or are you the voice of the... I can't do it. Are you the voice of the whiner?
You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin. The cabin that isn't there. You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it.
Smash it to pieces.
She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free.
Hero realized there's nothing for him to save. No!
It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it. Just do something. It doesn't matter what. Proceed. Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific. That's a new one. Do you think it'll work?
Yeah, we're just gonna proceed.
Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them.
Thank you for sucking up to me, opportunist. I appreciate it. I'll remember you when yearly review comes around.
And it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see? We're one step closer to her. The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure they're in. Wrong and unsettling as it may be, the only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right.
So, once again, I don't think I want this version to go back to my Eldritch GF. I think it's bad for her. You know? I don't know if it's good for her to think about the misery of eternity. I think that's maybe... I don't know about that.
Take it. It's the only way forward.
Oh, this is cool. Take the blade. It's the only way forward. You've already tried everything else. Don't you remember? You have to take the blade. But it's her eyes emoji. Yeah, I guess you're right.
You reach down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth. You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep, deep in the bowels of the earth.
Oh, hey, girly.
You see something staring
Oh,
back
yeah,
at
so
you.
Ghost Girl is special.
It fills you with dread.
Because it's her mask again.
It's her. She's watching us. She never stops watching us.
You really are a coward.
I was trying to take the knife! Fuck you!
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
Joking when I said that way back when. You know that, right?
Closer.
Ooh, limbs.
I was having some fun, and I guess I wanted to see if I could melt you.
And closer.
Watching over me forever? That was so brave.
And closer.
But forever is so long. And time erodes everything. Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back. All that's left is for you to take my will and let me out.
Eek, like Sadako. Yeah, this it does very much remind me of, like, a Ringu or Grudge situation.
It'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too. A witness. I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything.
And you know, I feel like she's pretending that we're the only one getting broken down by looping eternally, but your mask is more broken than it was before, girly. I can see it. I can see it cracking.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand.
No! You're just an object, a tool. You once were something else a long time ago. But was that something you, or is it just a dull and jaded memory? There's no other ending here. Just take her hand and set her free. I wonder if we can just wait here if anything happens. What if I'm gonna save. No. What if I quit to menu and reload? I feel I want to outlast her. I want to win. The game trying to teach me that eternity is insurmountable and eventually you exhaust all your options and there's nothing else you can do. Me, I want to win. Oh, it got rid of all my other things, but... maybe there's nothing else I can do here. Main menu... Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. Well, I'll do it.
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you. The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way.
Oh, my arm is so long. Oh, I like the multiple arms. It's so cool.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
I didn't think I'd be so tired.
Yeah, see, I told you. Eternity stuff on you, too. You're just pretending.
Why is it so cold?
You're gonna get armed now. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns. I don't think that was a special end. I think that was just a really crazy ending for that one route.
She's gone.
I think Eternity Girl just gets to be special.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I can finally think again. Almost. That mirror's back.
What does that mean for us? I'm sure it'll be whisked away just like her.
Maybe it won't be gone. Things are different now, aren't they? Doesn't seem like there's much else to do here.
Finally, we can smash it.
Half-light over here. She has all the built-up torment and pain, so she got all the drama. Yeah.
Oh, you stop with the smashing.
What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves.
Yeah, I want to see how messed up I am now.
I think I'd like that.
Seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
Love you, Smitten. Me too. You step towards the mirror once more. Its secrets remain hidden. Its mysteries remain unresolved. Voice of the Smitten, X Voice of the Cold, fanfiction coming to Wattpads.
Something tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it. I'm ready. It feels okay. The fear's gone. I'm done fighting. My heart feels Quiet. The game was always going to end. I'll be free of all of you.
Smitten, breaking the cold's thick ice layer on his heart. Yeah.
I'm ready for the truth. I'm ready to sleep.
I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here. Boys, it's been an honor.
Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Ooh, I'm all withered up. You've unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Slayer entered the facility. You are at the cabin. Hey. Sorry this one was so weird, girly.
Beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
See, that is one thing that's good about this vessel, I guess, is that it's giving her the desire to not just exist in stasis infinitely, you know? Unravel like the Tokyo Ghoul. There's trees and stars, and there are people. I think at least there's supposed to be people.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
So what do you think about this one? It's pretty crazy, huh?
This one is filled with sadness. A doll, abandoned to the company of her darkest impulses. She desires only companionship, but the only thing she knows is how to hurt. She will make for a tender heart.
Yeah, didn't think simply walking back would result in the most nightmarish princess thus far. Yeah, me neither.
Do not mourn her. She has finally found her way home.
See, I thought that option was gonna be, we're gonna leave you locked up, but we're gonna also stay down here and, like, chat with you at least. Not just, we're gonna leave you locked up and go upstairs. Oh, that's an interesting question. When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you? Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact.
I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on the cusp of
Oh, we
yours.
getting close, huh? Do you know what's gonna happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
Okay, that's fair. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
One.
Only one
Whatever
left?
you bring
Okay.
me next will be enough. And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
Alright, if we only need one more, I want to keep going. Because I don't have... Oh, actually, shit. Let me... Just a second. I am going to leave you with this wonderful image, and I'm going to quickly check my calendar to make sure I don't have meetings really early in the morning today. Because I remember I actually do have meetings today, but I think they're not for a while at least. I'll be back. My mic was still muted. I won't forget my job. That's why I was checking if anyone needs me. But no one needs me right now. So we're gonna do a little bit more princessing. If this is the last time, is there anything you would like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
Alright.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
I feel like I'm gonna wither into nothing when I get all the stuff for her, though. No has 2 jobs, Princess Slayer and Real. Yeah. Hey, theses.
You're on a path
In
in
the
the woods. You're here to slay.
Me. Let's go.
You make your way up. A warning. She will lie. We're not going to go through. Ignore him.
Let's go. What are we gonna do this time?
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the
There's a
floor and
leave
walls
option
are
there.
painted in a fine layer
Yeah,
of dust.
but leaving before
The
we
only
even get
furniture
here
of
is
note
like,
is the blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
if you wither into nothing, it's like you gave your life for her. Aw, yeah. And if it's I'm giving all my life to her, then it's like, oh, we're really together because it's my life in there, you know. Do we take the knife? No.
The door to the basement, her voice
Hello?
Oh, it's Soft
someone
Girl.
is hypnotizing. Don't let it fool you. It's all.
Hey, I think I'm here to slay you.
You must have the wrong address.
Great job. You've given away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Not just soulmates, soul sharing. Yeah. Soul sharing plan. Family plan for the soul.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist.
It's like a
binding
shared
her
bank
to the
account,
far
but your
wall of
soul
the
in it.
basement. She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
It's PN version.
Hi. You were joking about coming to kill me, right?
Let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
Hey, what's your name?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
Princess. This is the Princess? PN.
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
Major. Yeah, exactly. I love major.
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted.
I want to find...
Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
I want to find the princess that's in the thumbnail. She looks really cool. Like the really resolute looking one. I wonder what happens if we pick the I'm gonna stay for a while, but it's with Soft Girl. won't kill you, but I can't just set you free. It's too risky. What if I stayed for a while and just kept you company?
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
So you weren't kidding on the stairs. I thought you were just making a bad joke. You were actually sent here to kill me?
Leaving her alive is too risky, so I'm the only one who liked that idea.
Yeah, you wouldn't like how it went last time, bud.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here.
Okay, so she still
It would
does
make it easier for
this.
both of us if you'd help. But if you don't, I can promise
You have to make a choice.
Let's go get that knife.
Thank you. You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
Where are you going?
Uh-oh.
You can't just leave me here.
No, I'm gonna come back.
Fine. Turn your back on me. But it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She has to be bluffing, but hurry. You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvage.
Not the spooky girl again.
Okay. If we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all. You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet. Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be seen.
Uh-oh.
Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
We might have messed up. Let's finish this.
Your eyes dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her.
There's a snack on the floor. Yeah. A little smackerel.
Where is she?
Close the door behind you.
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
Come on. Let's just get this over with.
I can wait. I'm very patient.
You're not that patient.
You step into the shadows. Too late, you hear the quiet patter of feet against the basement floor, followed by the tortureful and
she
sharp
got me.
pain of tearing flesh as the princess lunges into you from behind and drags you to the floor. The ferocity overwhelms you, and as the princess rends flesh from bone, your limp fingers lose their grip on the blade. It slips from your hand. Your
Damn,
one
did she
last
just
means
shank
of
us with her
defense,
arm bone?
lying useless beside you, in a pool of your cooling blood. I suppose you just lacked the will to fight back.
A little wolf, yeah.
This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The beast. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of
That doesn't
path
sound good.
is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
She's gonna kill me again.
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as
Wolf
skilled
princess
and
incoming?
courageous as yourself. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to
Even
keep
more
it that
spooky?
way.
I think it might be more
If he
spooky.
doesn't
I
remember
think
what happened,
maybe
something else
you
must
can
have
just
trapped
stay
us
here for a bit and I can hang out with you is not a good option at all.
You're not trapped here. Nobody's forcing you to do anything, though the only sensible thing for you to do right now is march up to that cabin and slay the princess.
Alright, let's go.
A warning. Before you go, she will
She will lie, she will
cheat.
cheat.
Does a cat lie to a cornered mouse? when
Oh,
it
this
plays
is
with
Voice
its
of the
freedom?
Hunted.
Or is it just acting out its nature?
Leave. Sorry. I'm compelled.
I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered. She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell. That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously.
It's interesting, the ending where you get all of the voices kind of give you hints on what ones you haven't found, you know? Because it shows you. So, like, I haven't seen Opportunist, I haven't seen Contrarian.
Maybe. The interior of the cabin is ruinous
Oh,
and
it's a
dilapidated.
little
It feels
wonky.
like no one has lived here for a long time. Wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls.
I'm
The
back,
only
what did I
furniture of
miss?
note is a
Eternity.
termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
You missed Eternity.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Let's take the knife.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Let's go.
The door to the basement creaks
Oh,
open,
this is
revealing
nasty
what's
down
left of
here.
an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes.
This is still not as scary as the time we didn't try to kill her, though, so...
The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. She growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
Hi, do I smell good?
She sounds almost feral.
Yeah, it's still a space that looks like it exists, at least.
Impatient, or maybe
Sniff, sniff.
eager. You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the
Ooh!
damp earth floor
Tail!
of a starlit pit.
Tail!
The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness. The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view.
Look,
She
he
could
sees
be
it's a tail.
anywhere.
Woo!
You see only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her. Remember, she's just a princess.
I don't think she is, buddy.
She is certainly not just a princess. You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does. Her shining eyes appear between the leaves,
Ooh, there she is.
staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
Hey, girly. I should
I
have
can
brought some
hear your
treats
heart
with me.
pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified.
That work needs a witcher. Yeah, I think I need a silver blade for this.
I'm so much more than you. And a little splinter clutched in trembling hands won't save you from me.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
You're about to attack me, aren't you? I can see right through you.
There's a shift in the humid air, and something enormous princess lunges from the shadows,
That
her
looked
maw
cool.
unhinged and dripping, her eyes fierce and full of hunger. She is too quick to outrun, too nimble to outmaneuver,
Oh,
too
really?
determined to overpower. This is her domain. You are devoured.
Oh, that was fast.
I guess that's it then, isn't it? Unfortunately for you, no. This isn't it.
Oh.
You are in a
Oh,
dark and
no.
caustic place. A thick, fibrous
No.
line constricts around you, its slick surface impossible to grip. Your hands scrabbling uselessly at your surroundings as they
Not
compress in on
Vor.
you. Your lungs can barely expand in such a tiny space. Not that the humid, finite air grants you more than a few shallow breaths at a
Not
time.
the Vor. Why?
Spoke when you needed to act.
The liquid pooling beneath you starts to seep into your skin. You itch, then sting, then burn as the acid begins its slow work.
When I killed you, I tried to leave this place, but it wouldn't let me. You belong down there, it screamed at me. The world is better off without
Lady,
you
I
in
said
it.
you can be inside me, not the other way around. Yeah, please, ma'am, at least chew. It's not good for you to not chew your food. It's healthier if you chew it thoroughly.
The flesh around you rumbles as the princess begins to move, her thundering footfalls twisting you helplessly about. Your skin protests as the corrosive liquid sloshes around you, but there will be no respite for you in sight. The burning grows stronger,
Yucky.
and you can feel layers of you.
Can't I just cut my way out? I've got a knife, right?
But you don't belong down here. You came from somewhere else. You came from out there. So I consumed your dead heart, and I carried it in my throat, and I draped what was left of you on my back, and I threw myself against that door.
She stops, her muscles tensing around you, and through the muffling layers of her flesh, you hear the whine of straining metal. And with a pop, she lurches forward, your body lurching right along with her. Her chains. She's loose.
But even then, it denied me freedom. You cannot fool me by draping yourself in decay. I know your true nature, and it is suffering.
Gravity pulls at you as you're hefted upwards, the distant creaking of ancient wooden steps barely audible over the thudding of the princess's heart.
Guess
And
we
then
can't
it
use
was
the knife.
gone, and I was here. A new enclosure. A nicer cage. But still a prison.
Oh, you're upstairs now. Yeah, honestly, your downstairs looked a lot nicer than upstairs. You had leaves and foliage and everything.
I learned from my wounds. You're alive now. We can leave together.
Does that work? Could she free herself if we're alive in here? Do you really need me to give you a definitive answer for you to understand that the situation is grim? Stop her. Do something. You still have that steel claw. Tear through her before we are her. Survive.
Or we could use it to make this quick for ourselves.
That is a bad thing to do.
Spit me out or I'll kill myself and nobody gets to leave.
I'm so very, very patient.
Oh.
If it takes lives and lives,
You could have asked me before swallowing me alive.
I acted on my will, fledgling, and you acted on yours. The strong
Crazy, imagine
triumph,
telling people what
and the
environment you
weak
drew today.
submit or
Oh yeah, you're
perish.
doing backgrounds for that game, right? What did you do today? Oh, I did the inside of the Beast Princess when you get swallowed by her and dissolved in the stomach acid.
Your body is violently jostled, the disruption causing burning skin to slop from raw muscle, and you hear what you can only assume is the princess pulling against the door to the cabin.
The cage is still locked.
I don't think we can talk our way out of this.
We are drowning in death.
You need me to want to free you, don't you? You can't force me to let you out of here.
Every creature craves freedom. You will too before you die.
Your body is violently jostled, the disruption causing...
The cage is still...
I don't think we can talk... We are drowning in...
Alright, let's explore in here.
Though you have little room to move, you use what strength you can muster to drive the blade forward into the thick walls of tissue digesting you.
I can feel you tearing through me, but are you swift enough for it
Oh,
to
she doesn't even
matter?
care.
The pulling returns to banging as the princess desperately throws everything at the cabin door. Flesh screams as your reddened, spongy body is hit with fresh waves of blistering acid.
You can't hold me forever.
We didn't even get to see if she's hot. You're so right. Once she gets taken by hand, Jeff, we should get to see her. Fine, you can leave.
Oh,
The click of what you presume to be a door ripples through the layers of suffocating flesh.
that wasn't so hard.
You feel her take another massive step, and then another, and then it's gone quiet, hasn't it?
You can feel a churning in the forms around you, and then a wet tunneling before you're ejected to a place that is nowhere at all.
I guess I don't need you to be a part of me. How lucky for you.
This place is cold.
She pooped you out, yeah. I think that's her, yeah. Before you can say anything to her, she's gone. Memory returns. She do be kind of hot. Yeah, she's cool looking. I like her big talon feet.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Let's go see how we're doing in the mirror. Probably bad. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. Expecting some kind of Beauty and the Beast situation, kind of, but never mind. No, she's more like a... She's... Never mind. I was about to say spoilers for something. She's more like a chimera. Chimera. Chimera? It's hard to say. You are nothing at all. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Kinda more like a Nina, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Are you me? Burb. Yes, a little burb.
I think you know what I am.
You're not supposed to be here! A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. I've met you many times. Have you been the same you all along?
I haven't, and that's by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon. And then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Ooh, I only get so many of these, I think. Okay. Narrator, sussy. I think it's a bird, but it has teeth. What are you? Are you something like me?
Oh, I'm nothing like you. I'm an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
What? Birds have no teeth. Google's bird teeth. Oh. Some of them do. And it's scary. So you look in a goose's mouth and you look into death. What is the princess? Did you make her too?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Damn, so someone made me and you're the echo of them, but they screwed up because I love the shifting mound. Why would you want me to destroy the concept of transformation?
Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed.
Everyone. Literally who? You're so right. If I destroy her, how is that existence any better than death? Or even different from death at all? Honestly, it feels worse.
When I broke the cycle, I made sure that the tear was rough. You carry a part of what should be her, and she carries a part of what should be you. Things won't be as they are now, but they won't be nothing either. Besides, anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to leave.
No, screw you. Why'd you make her a prince? Of all things, why is she a princess? Why couldn't she be an ant or a slice of soggy bread?
Are you asking me to spend my final moments psychoanalyzing you? She wound up a princess because you wanted her to be a princess. As to why, maybe she needed to be beautiful, important, above you, but on a level you could still approach. A herald of things to come. I don't know. Gods are supposed to be beyond comprehension. I really shouldn't try and anthropomorphize you like this.
Okay, what else do we have here? Pretty sure death is good, actually. Important, even. Yeah.
If that's your belief, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died.
Because
can't
Princess
die.
Pretty.
So you can't grasp the abject
True.
horror of dying.
Me. If you made me, then what am I?
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Okay. Me. But what if I fall in love with it? That doesn't work. How did you... Are you a god or were you a god?
No. In life I was painfully mortal, a witness to the end of days. I held the fear of death in my heart and saw oblivion threaten the very memory of everything I knew and everyone I loved. I needed to do something.
They're like made to destroy each other, hee. But then what if they love each other though?
So I made you.
Oh my god, doomed
And I made
romance.
her. And I made this place to hold you both.
If you hate Oblivion so much, go play Skyrim. So true. If you hate Oblivion so much, just mod it until you like it. I guess that's what he was trying to do. Me. I don't want to be a god. I want to be me.
You are you. And if you would let everything work the way it was supposed to, you never would have woken up to the reality of your true nature. There's no accounting for free will.
Alright, one more. This is a hard choice. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I still have to see what she thinks about all of this because her opinion matters.
I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the long quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Hey, girly, you here? Oh, hi! Oh, she's so pretty!
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Do you know about the Echo? Do you think there's enough No.A for all of them? I don't think there's enough No.A, but I think there's enough Long Quiet.
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
The way you say that seems kind of manipulative, but I agree with you, so I'm gonna let it slide. That one princess going to town on her? No! Don't perceive it. I'm the Long Quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
I do feel like we have to coexist for the world to be how it should be, you know? Transformation. So she's like the essence of change and transformation, and we're the essence of eternity and unchangingness. What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm eternity after all.
When the Echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
That's true. Also, there's endings I haven't gotten. Can we just leave? If I let you out, an entire world and for good. Immortality. Oh, I didn't see that playthrough. I should check it out. Don't you have a say in all of this? Why is this all falling on me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts.
Yeah, I haven't played it either. It might be fun. I'll check it out.
If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
There's a whole bunch of endings I haven't got. Is it okay to just leave them?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Okay. This is the wrong option. Every time I've picked the middle option, it's been really bad. So I am learning my lesson. I won't pick that, but can we talk a bit more?
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach, and you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well.
No,
If
I
this
just wanted
is what
to.
it takes to enlighten you, then so be it. You are devoured. Pray for something bigger than you that stalks and slinks in shadows.
Okay, you didn't need to do all this. I just wanted to. Okay.
Choke on heavy air as acid burns its way into your pores. A nest of things devouring within things devouring. But even when dissolved, you gifted me a life. Perhaps it was fear that drove you. Perhaps it was compassion.
Oh, the music's really good.
But the outcome of an act matters more than its intentions. There is a natural order to the cycle of things sustaining things. A world without sustenance is a world without relationships. And it is our relationships that give us form and substance.
You cannot use eating me to prove that you're right. She looks like a pony. Yeah! You cannot use eating me to prove that you're right. That's weird.
You still cling to the horror of dying bodies that rot worlds apart from us. How many more vessels would you need to lose before you realize their irrelevance?
There are few things more terrifying than one's own heart, and there is almost nothing more terrifying than sharing it with another. But the most terrifying thing of all is to leave one's heart unshared. You are the only thing like me, and I am the only thing like you.
This game is so cool.
Could you bear the weight of an eternity alone? Do you dare to shape a reality of solitude and thrust it on creation?
Thank you for sharing yourself with me.
I am aware of what it did to you. The understanding you've returned to me is a gift.
Ghost
A
Girl!
shiver passes through you as unseen fingers, cold as the grave, dance across your skin. They remember the violence you inflicted on them, and yet they do not return it. I offer you a path to your redemption, and you take my hand in yours. You felt the pain you caused another, and you were willing to sacrifice everything you thought was you to set me free. Without sin, there is no redemption.
I'll just be quiet. I don't like any of the options here, so I'm just gonna stay quiet.
But you say nothing.
Your liver drives a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you, forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
when we see all of this from her POV, we didn't have like a single healthy relationship. Guess what? When we saw it from our POV, we also didn't have a single healthy relationship. I want that feeling back. It was comfy. We were too busy talking to the voices in our head. Yeah, we had lots of people to chat with, I guess.
It never left you. You just need to open your heart to me once more.
Hey, demon girl.
Sensation of bleeding and sweating and breaking and mending and dying and living comes back in vivid color. A past that is also present. A pain that is everything and yet nothing at all.
Because they were made to break each other. Yeah, they're made to be opposite. To be in conflict.
You feel the shame of 100 deaths and the pride of 100 conquests. All of the peaks and valleys weaving themselves into a single tapestry, free of beginning and free of end.
And I think... maybe this is just my own interpretation. I feel like the natural state of the world is for them to be in conflict forever, you know? Because you can't have just change and you can't have just unchanged. You gotta... They have to fight each other.
Do you remember when we killed each other with such fervent passion that death itself no longer sat on our shoulders?
Yeah, it was kind of beautiful. It was kind of cool.
It was. Triumph does not exist without defeat. Birth does not exist without death.
That's what I'm saying.
It is through conflict that we create beauty.
It was beautiful option. Yeah. As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't.
I mean, that's kind of true.
There is no constant. There is no center. Open
Ow.
your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
There's no constant. My high school math teacher would like to have a word with you, lady. Can I save here? I'm gonna save. I'm just gonna go ahead and save here. There's a lot of big choices here. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do
Voice
it.
of the hero! Noah's only saved within one page? Yeah. Because everything is meaningful in this game. All the bad ends are progress, so there's not much reason to save. Where's everyone else? We go in Undertale right now? Yeah!
They're still where you left them, stuck in the folds of this place. Part of me is with them, just like part of me is with you right now.
Less than me and my Atome games. Oh, trust me. If it's a game where I'm trying to get specific routes, I'd save a lot more, but every route is useful here, so...
There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
Let's go!
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Then let's go.
Ooh! 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 That's so cool!
Here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
Is it just you and me? Did anyone else make it?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Do we take the blade or not? I'm gonna save again. See, now I'm saving. Let's just go.
No blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment has gotten us this far. The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying to find a center that doesn't exist?
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And
Oh,
there
she's not
you
chained.
are, hands empty. So you don't feel like recreating our first meeting detail for detail. I wonder what else will be different. Maybe there's still room for us to chat before the final curtain call. What do you say?
Yeah, let's sit down with you. I don't want to be a god.
Honestly, me neither.
Oh my god, girly, same. What if we just leave?
Do you know where this cabin is? Because I don't. I don't even know what's supposed to be outside other than us. What would even happen if we leave? What would that even mean? Not knowing what it means is why I want it. We knew everything out there, but we don't know this. I want to know this. I guess when you put it that way, I want that too.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you.
Thanks for everything, hero.
Don't mention it. Thanks for making all the hard choices along the way.
Let's leave with the princess. You lead and the princess follows, and together you leave the basement behind for the last time. It's quiet as you ascend, a comfortable silence filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. But there's an energy in the silence, an electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You can see a tension seize her. She's unsure of herself for the first time in her long and short existence. She has no part to play anymore, and she knows this, yet she still is. And then she crosses the room to the door outside. You follow her confident steps.
This is it. I have no idea what it's going to be like out there. Not that I'm scared or anything. It's exciting, really. Anything could happen. And if it's bad, then it won't be bad. Not with you.
Yeah, I'm a creepy bird monster. Who's gonna open it?
Both of us. Together.
Yay, I'm glad I'm still a bird monster. Yay! We did it! The I love you option that Noah didn't pick. What a cool game! Urgh. I want to know about... There must be a bunch of other, like, endings too, but... I do have to work. Imagine breaking free and you're like, I love you, hehe. Ooh, thank you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. And if you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by hitting H. Just take a little screenshot here. Wait, you didn't slay her though. Ew, this is cool. Oh, that's really cool. If you click on make your playlist, it opens Spotify and makes a playlist for you. Ew, what a cool game! Okay. I do have to work, but really quickly, I want to see what happens if we slay the god and if we accept the god. I want to see what happens here. I was told there was enough of you in me to preserve meaning in existence. I'm gonna trust that's true. Slay the princess.
Even now you think you can destroy me. If it takes all of eternity to break your delusion, I will still break it.
You don't have to face her alone.
Voice of the hero!
It's good to be here. You'll never be able to strike a decisive blow from out here.
Okay, so we have to go inside and
There's
kill her.
still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Then let's go.
Oh, I like this scene so much where it starts off as the sketch and then it gets filled in. It's so cool. I feel like this is the
Here
wrong
we are.
thing to do, by the way,
I'd
but
say
I
we
want
were
to see
back
what
where it all
happens.
started, but I guess it's a little after that. Do you need me to describe?
Yeah, I'd like that for old time's sake.
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows. You know, come to think of it, I don't think he ever really mentioned the windows, did he? There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it. And I know I've already mentioned it, but if we want to see this through, we're gonna need that blade.
It's the title. The title won't lie. It might, though. Let's take the blade.
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
Let's go.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here?
We both know why you're here. You don't have to draw it out for my sake.
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know
Was
us.
gone for a moment. Did you slay? No. So I slayed by going out with her and accepting the future, being unknown and being maybe in love, but I didn't pick that option. But we held hands. And now I'm going back to slay because I want to see what happens.
And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are, knife in hand. That sight brings me back. You're going to do it then, aren't you? You're really going to kill me.
Yeah. You rejected romance. I made it open to interpretation. I didn't say I love you, but I did act in a very kind and familiar way, and we did hold hands when we opened the door. So how you read that is up to you.
You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go?
Tsundere, I am not tsundere. I am ojodere. I'm ojodere desu wa? Do we sit with her or do we just slay her? Let's just slay her. Sorry, girl. We already sat with you last time.
So this is it then. Let's see this through.
So, that's how it is. Whatever world you want to build without me, I hope it works out. Despite our differences, I've always loved you, and I wish you nothing but the best.
She loves us. You blink and the princess is gone. All you have left of her is a small, melancholic weight that sits at the borders of your heart. The tear was rough. You carry a part of what should be her, and she carried a part of what should be you. Things won't be now as they were then, but they aren't nothing either.
She's gone. And I don't think she's coming back.
No, she's not. A small part of her is with us.
Is that a metaphor, or are you being literal? It doesn't matter. We don't need to linger down here anymore. Let's get going.
Let's leave. You leave the basement behind. Then the stairs. And then you leave the cabin itself.
It's quiet here.
The path and the woods outside are an empty canvas. But there is even more to see beyond this place. The fruits of your labor, a world free from death. This really does feel like the bad ending. I don't think this is good. Set yourself free. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonizing tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
He's gone. She's gone. No one is left to trap us here but us.
Open your heart and bear witness to your new kingdom. All at once, the unyielding tension gives way. And then the shattering. You are free, and before you lies the endless expanse of absolute reality. A new absolute reality, one forged by your will, and by a long and arduous cycle of bloodshed that has stained your hands countless times over. But there will be no more bloodshed in this new world.
It's finally over, isn't it? But all of us are still here.
I knew we'd finally see it
Oh,
through.
you guys are back.
All it takes to be a winner is grit and determination.
We really did win, didn't we? We're the house now. We get to make the rules.
Bro made a son,
This
yeah.
is nice. No more hunting. No more running. Just us.
We really just became a god, I guess.
Absolute reality. Who would have thought there was really a world outside of us? And who would have thought we'd actually wind up siding with him?
The whispering, and the coercion, and the bickering. Everything horrible about being alive has stopped. I could get used to this.
That wasn't very hard at all.
Speak for yourself. Well, boys, how does it feel? We're not just
Where's
on top
Smitten?
of the pecking order. We are the pecking order now. I hope this was all worth it.
There he
because
is.
I'm personally inconsolable.
Lucky for us, you have forever to get over it. Time mends a lot of things. You'll get better.
Smitten is weeping in the corner. He really is.
Here, here, to our vanquished foe.
It's good to be back. Now we just have to figure out what to do with ourselves. Forever. No problem. We can do that, yeah?
Yeah, we can do that.
A new and unending dawn. Okay. Now I want to see what happens if we accept her stuff. Can we do that? I'm ready to go, but how do we leave?
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final peace lies with you.
Free yourself. Only princess. You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation. Oh, yeah. Everything here, except for her, is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale. Yep. Feel the glass of the construct pressing in. You push back and strain against it. Does not yield. I love you. She gonna help me break out? We're gonna be gods together. All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. Whoa, trippy. You are free, and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality. Something that simply is. Is that like... I think it's... You know those videos of... Yeah, grass growing stock footage. Yeah. But with a big fractal over it. Step into the infinite. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist, and you are aware, just as you have always been, and just as you will always be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. We did all of this to touch grass. Yeah! We needed a god GF to finally touch the grass. Yeah, I think the best ending is when you stop being gods. Yay, god couple. What a cool game. I'm gonna look. I'm curious how many achievements I don't have. Oh my god, there's so many achievements I don't have. Okay, hold up. That's crazy. 9 out of 10 Wolf GF was yucky, but good game. Noah doesn't want to touch grass. We might have touched grass when we weren't gods too. We just didn't touch god grass. So it's crazy because I was feeling like, oh, you know, there's probably some roots I missed, but we did the different endings and stuff. I only have 21 out of 97 achievements. Oh my god. That's a lot. Huh. Well, maybe I have to go to work now. Maybe I'll look around and see if there's more interesting to explore. Maybe I'll stream this again, or maybe I'll just play it off stream. But there's clearly more stuff. But I feel like those were the endings. I got achievements that said get ending. So... Man, this is a good game though. This is really cool. Thanks for hanging out with me while we slew. And maybe fell in love with the princess, and maybe because we did hold hands. It was an experience. This is a really cool game. It said that they made another game too. I kind of want to see what's the deal with it as well, because this is a cool game. But yeah, for now, I really do have to go to work. I need to do my work. It's Friday, which means it's almost time to not work, but it means it is still time to work. So I'm gonna go work. But have an awesome time of day, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.